anything out there. We've seen the blackness. It's just...
A shroud? No, it's null. The absence of matter. The omission of space and time. The void isn't something malevolent. Merely oblivion. Uncaring, unfeeling, unsensing oblivion.
Well, somebody's out there.
I wish you could open the door and go check it out.
Me too. Hey!
Shh! Whatever it is, it's moving.
Spring cleaning, are you serious? What a drag.
This place is a disaster. Have you seen the common bathroom? It's foul. And cleanliness is next to godliness.
You're not my father! Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot where I was for a second.
This kitchen could use some cleaning. I'd be glad to pitch in.
Astrid?
Why the hell are you looking at me?
Well, I just figured...
If you make a crack about women liking a clean house, I'll kick you in the nuts. Jesus, didn't the 1970s ever happen?
Women like to nest. It's a fact.
Oh boy, that is just so wrong.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, sister, but the ERA never gets passed. So what are we supposed to clean up with anyway? Spit and polish minus the polish?
Well, the house has thoughtfully provided us with a broom.
Is that for cleaning? I thought it was for feminist witches like Astrid to ride around on.
Watch it.
Astrid, how about cleaning the upstairs bathroom?
No way, I don't even use it. I keep my bathroom neat.
See? Nesting.
What's the sudden interest in spring cleaning anyway?
Yeah, went from uncreating reality to housework in weeks.
Samantha said she left clues to her whereabouts here. I was hoping to uncover something.
Well, you should have just said so in the first place.
I figured everyone knew what I was planning since every time I check my room, my diary's been moved.
Someone's reading your diary?
Oh, don't play innocent. I see you skulking around there all the time.
Anyone else care to make a confession?
I might have taken a peek, but only once, I swear.
So, back to housework.
What will you be cleaning?
I'll be scanning the house for anomalous quantum adventures.
Oh, now the truth comes out. You're gonna go watch football and have a beer.
If I don't do something productive, I'm going to go insane. Indulge me, alright?
Fine. I'll clean the damn bathroom. Just this once.
That's how I like them. Barefoot, pregnant, and compliant.
Careful. I have an idea where I can stick that broom. Why don't you clean the bathroom, Astrid? Women like to nest. Where's Gloria Steinem when you need her?
Astrid! Just put down the gun, Rambo. I promise no one's gonna hurt you.
The man I came here with requires medical attention. 2 of you go. I don't care which. Upstairs bathroom. Now!
I'll go.
I'm right behind you.
Decide to get clever? Redhead takes the bullet first. Mr. Smartass gets his kneecaps blown out.
You okay?
Yeah, but he won't be when I get through with him.
Mrs. Bravado, aren't you a pair?
That's Ms. Bravado to you.
Nice.
They're both wearing attire similar to yours.
They must be from DOD.
They're from the same time period. What's wrong?
It's my brother. It's Sam.
The disorientation will pass soon as a side effect of transition.
I know. I invented the quantum transition process.
Like hell you did.
Bill? Bill!
I thought I'd never see you again.
I missed you. We'd given up hope. You look younger. And did you lose weight?
I was going to say you looked older.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, wait a minute. I've learned my lesson. What year is it?
2026, 13th of September.
So you're...
In my 40s, yeah, unfortunately.
This is Sam. He's my brother. My younger brother.
His younger, smarter, and better looking brother.
No, I'm not so young anymore, and never better looking.
At least he's not Eurotrash. God, I hate the French.
Yeah, but Sandra's so good at talking dirty.
Well, don't write me off on that account just yet, Miss.
Astrid.
Lovely name for a lovely lady.
I'm sorry, what am I thinking? Let me introduce you to everyone. This is Arlo.
Arlo, pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Any brother of Bill's is a brother of mine, or something like that.
Thanks.
Travis.
Solicitor General Crabtree. It's an honor and privilege to meet you, sir.
What?
Never mind.
And Theresa.
Theresa Melita. I've read your file. You and Sandra listed as MIA, I'm afraid. The professor will be very happy to know you survived.
You're familiar with Professor Vincenzo?
Oh yes, the professor and I talk all the time. Now it's my turn for introductions. I'd like you to meet this slab of meat, Sergeant Dexter Brick, but then I guess you've already met, haven't you? And that's his real name, by the way.
Net isn't how I would put it.
Yeah, he can be a bit heavy-handed. Say hello, Brick. Hello. Brick is my tactical support and backup on this mission. He doesn't talk much. Right, Brick?
Right?
Right what?
Right, sir.
I never get tired of that.
So what are you doing here? How did you find us? Have you seen more? How are the girls?
Oh, hold up. Is there anything to eat around this place? I'm starved.
Nothing good.
Well, break out your Sunday finest. This is a family reunion, for God's sake. Let's have a party.
A party? Are you sure you're Bill's brother?
I'm his better liked, more charming brother.
Man, your dreams.
So really the theory is that it's just always set on 12. There's no time passing. So what's the
That's what's all that. After smoking the band, it was all downhill, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, as bad as I tried to work. Oh, thanks. I'm glad how you feel that. How much I hear you were frozen. It's got me to reevaluate.
Teresa, you look pensive.
I'm merely noting that Bill's demeanor is markedly different now than it was when Sandra arrived.
Well, Sam's his brother.
True. And yet,
What?
Sam didn't want me to touch him or read him. He's resistant. Even now, he maintains a mental barrier. He possesses surprising mental discipline.
Maybe he just wants his privacy.
Perhaps. But I'm concerned. There's been a power shift.
That's for sure. Testosterone and guns, not my favorite combination. But there's no real reason to distrust them, is there?
We can determine the answer to that question rather quickly. Astrid, do you think you could arrange?
Gotcha. Follow my lead. Here they come.
What are you two lovely ladies conspiring about?
Just chatting.
Girl talk, huh?
Something like that.
So this is a smart house, huh? Can't say I really care for the decor.
No. Be careful what you wish for. The walls have ears, literally.
Yeah, what a crazy invention. That always was your problem, big brother, wasn't it? Your Persian flaw. You see, Bill always thought it was easier to change reality than to change people. Whereas I more correctly believe that the fault rests not in the stars nor quantum reality, but in ourselves.
That's very poetic, but it was my project that got fast-tracked.
I always said you should have been a used car salesman.
How about a game, Sam?
What kind of game? Spin the bottle?
Just a little parlor trick. Theresa can guess what you're thinking.
Professor Vincenzo's star pupil. Highest rating ever on the Anderson-Freiberger sensitivity scale.
It's just a harmless game. Nothing to be afraid of. Especially for Bill's more charming brother.
Yeah, but it's getting late. I have an awful lot to tell you all tomorrow. I think I ought to really call it a night.
You grow fatigued, is that it?
If you'll excuse me.
What the hell was that all about?
It was a test, and your brother failed big time.
Sam isn't Sanj, alright? Trust me.
But he's obviously here for a reason.
A reason he's going to share tomorrow. You heard him.
I heard him, I just don't trust him.
He's far more good than you are.
You wanted to have a good time and catch up. There's nothing even remotely suspicious about that.
Well, he's very uncomfortable around me. Guarded.
And who wouldn't be? Always sticking your sight knows where it doesn't belong.
Hey, she was just...
I'm vouching for Sam, alright? That should be enough even for the two of you.
That didn't go very well.
No. But we do have verification of our suspicion. Sam failed to address our concerns. He merely deflected us.
And the beef slab? You think we can take him out if it comes down to it?
I am prohibited from using my offensive abilities on non-telepaths.
Well, there's no rule against me kicking his ass. What do you think he weighs, 250?
Please, Astrid, tread lightly. They may be prudent to merely watch and wait.
Boy, it sure is great to have a red-blooded American around these parts again.
You just like Sam because he kissed your ass all night.
Solicitor General Crabtree. I like the sound of that. Let me guess, we don't trust Sam.
Not yet, we don't. Not by a long shot.
I'll keep an eye on him when he comes near my kitchen.
There aren't many amenities, but my room is your room.
Thanks, bro. Still debating waveform collapse and its impact on the many-world postulate, I see.
It was never resolved to my satisfaction.
Yeah, but Copenhagen said that approach is nonsensical, untenable.
It's only because the collapse criteria hadn't been identified when he developed his theory.
So you believe that interaction with measurement devices causes decoherence? That's apostasy.
I didn't say that. I just think it's an interesting debate. I always understood physics better than you anyway.
Well, at least that's true, Mr. Valedictorian. So tell me, are you sleeping with the redhead?
What? Why would you ask me that?
She was watching you awfully closely tonight. I couldn't help but notice.
Astrid is a friend. That's all.
Really? I'd sure as hell be sleeping with her if I had the opportunity. Then I'm not the married man in this room now, am I?
It's not like that.
Looks to me like you have a nice little setup here. Your own private little love nest at the end of the universe. I can just imagine it. Day upon endless day, shacking up with trailer trash. While at home, you've got a wife and 2 daughters who need you.
Astrid is the furthest thing from trailer trash you could imagine. And I've never failed in my responsibility to my family.
Really? That's not what Laura tells me.
What? What are you talking about?
Work took you away a long time ago, but she says you were absent long before that. That you spent nights sleeping on the sofa, is that true?
That is none of your business.
Not every man is lucky enough to have a wife like Laura. I mean, if you're just nailing Astrid, that's fine, have at it. Just please tell me you haven't fallen in love with her.
I don't know how this conversation got started, but you are pissing me off.
You have fallen in love with her, haven't you? You know who she is, right? You know what she's hiding. Have you been to Ward 6? Have you actually seen Frances May Haven?
That's another reality.
Yeah, it's the reality where you have a wife and 2 daughters. It's the reality you should be trying like hell to get back to.
It's not that simple, and you know it.
Oh yeah, I guess it is really complicated. Once you open the doorway to the many-world theory, consensus reality just kind of dissolves for you, doesn't it? You can justify anything, staying here with your girlfriend and forgetting all about your family.
Do you honestly think I wouldn't move heaven and earth to get back to my family? What do you think all these charts are for? I'm working the equations every single day.
I stay up nights trying to find a way to get home and to set the universe right.
I'm sorry, okay? I just want what's best for you. That's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah, well, you crossed the line. Just don't you forget who's the older brother around here, all right?
Yeah, but now I'm the older and more experienced one.
What are those?
These? Just a little something to get me by. I don't sleep.
How'd you escape the Incredible Hulk?
Brick, he sleeps. And he snores like a son of a bitch. So, that little test tonight, were you the one behind it, or was it the cute little psychic?
We've had other visitors. They aren't always what they seem.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. Scout's honor.
Good. Then you should have no problem with Theresa reading you.
I think I understand why my brother thinks so highly of you. You don't give an inch, do you? You understand you can never be with Bill, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry, did I hit a nerve? I mean, for a roll in the hay, yeah, sure, that could happen. He's a man like any other man. He's not going to run away from a hot piece of tail. That's all you're after? Go at it like jackrabbits. You have my blessing. But if you're looking for something more permanent, I don't think so. Did that hurt your feelings?
I don't think you're really concerned with my feelings.
I know who you are, Astrid. I know about all your fun and games with the little razor blade and tub. See, that's why you and Bill are fundamentally incompatible. He can't be with a quitter. Laura is...
Laura's what?
In a word, perfect. She was the most popular girl in college. She was from the richest, most prestigious family in Richmond. Every man wanted to be with her. She's beautiful, smart, talented. She's good. She's decent. She would never give up on life. She's moral.
Funny. Sounds like you're the one who's in love with her.
I told you every man is in love with her, but she chose Bill. Can you compete with that, Astrid? I've seen your rap sheet. Assault with a deadly weapon, drunk and disorderly conduct. Shall I go on? Do you really think that's the kind of woman Bill wants to be with?
I'm not making a play for Bill.
Of course, of course. What is it, you're just friends, that's it?
Exactly.
Well then you and I are gonna have a problem, aren't we?
That remains to be seen. You still have your news to share.
Yeah, so I do.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Hold on. If you can't have Bill, I'm the next best thing. As his brother, I'm sure we do a lot of things alike.
You are nothing like your brother. Don't even fool yourself into thinking that you are.
Good night, Francis May.
Am I late? Sorry, I had to check the cans again. If we don't get out of lockdown mode soon, we're gonna run out of food.
Ooh, time for another seance. Someone hand Astrid a mirror.
Shut up.
Now that everybody's here, we have a lot to tell you. Brick and I are here because not long ago, one of the techs on Project Habitat detected an imprimatur from this reality moving between dimensions in the quantum sphere.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
We had assumed it was one of the psychic astronauts we sent. We wanted to determine why their missions had failed, so we refixed coordinates and made the journey ourselves.
Well, you landed in the right place, so what's up?
Project Habitat is 100 days from going online. Even now, there are over 500,000 Americans waiting to move into their new and very expensive smart houses, and some of them are high-dollar contributors to the president's re-election campaign.
You've got to shut down the program. According to Samantha, it's a cascade effect. The activation of the smart houses spurs the Holocaust.
It's a pickle, all right. The augurs have vanished, but before they disappeared, they described a dangerous new wrinkle in the iconography of the death experience.
Please, elaborate. How did the near-death experience change?
The NDE morphed again. It went from a broadcast of this house to consensus reality fractured to images of a total and everlasting war beyond the international one you say Samantha described.
Who's fighting?
It's hard to determine exactly. On one side, we've seen smart houses and humans allied, and on the other side is some sort of dark and inhuman foe.
The outdwellers.
Whatever you call them, they're a threat to humanity, a threat greater than the Holocaust.
We've seen them. A scouting party was here.
That's why we're here. To study them, capture them, and if possible, eradicate the species.
Capture an outdweller. Jesus, here we go. Actually, someone's already done it, Sam. In another dimension. Mr. Pasty.
Well, that's why we want to interview all of you about your experiences with these beings. We have to determine why they're here, what they look like, how they were able to penetrate the null zone.
One problem. Getting those answers could get us killed.
Not likely, Francis May. Not with Brick here. My mission is to draw these creatures into the house and hold them here, and then to study them and develop a defense against them so we can destroy them before they attack us.
You don't understand. These things are strong, and they're fast as hell. You're playing with fire.
No. My project is designed to counter those strengths. I just need to gather the information to do it.
Your project, not Habitat.
Sam and I worked in DoD together. We had competing projects. My Project Habitat was funded and fast-tracked.
While mine was relegated to the basement and run on a shoestring, until the Pentagon got indications of this future war and suddenly became very interested in my work.
I don't understand. What is your project about?
He alluded to it last night. Sam was never interested in reshaping reality to survive the Holocaust. He wanted to re-engineer mankind.
Eugenics.
I prefer the term biotechnology. This is something that NASA's been looking at for a very long time. There's nothing new about it. Basically, for a human being to survive a sustained spaceflight to another planet, you have to first conquer issues like bone density loss, muscular atrophy, stressed immune system. There are animals in nature that can do this. A turtle, for instance, can grow its own protective shell. This would be a very useful skill for an astronaut to possess to deal with issues like space radiation. Now, if the average American post-Holocaust was not able to get food, water, heat, shelter, this new genetic regime could make them a hardier brand of Homo sapiens.
You Clark boys never get tired of playing Frankenstein, do you?
The scientific term for this is pantropy, meaning to change all. It's a valid branch of gene studies.
We've already begun to make basic alterations in the human form. We've eliminated the need for sleep. We've unlocked the fertility cycle and basically have fertility on demand. Over time, minor changes like this will add up to big improvements in the human form.
Minor changes? You call those minor changes? You're re-engineering what God created.
Frankly, I think God is on my side on this one.
I've seen your research, Sam. I realize what you're describing is achievable, but have you stopped to consider if it's desirable?
Look who's talking, Mr. Let's Fracture Consensus Reality.
I won't deny I've made my share of mistakes. I don't want to see my little brother do the same. Thinking of you, Sam.
Bill is correct. This is not something to attempt lightly. The outdwellers, they're natural predators, dangerous, and this house is locked down, meaning it won't be able to shield us should something go awry.
But we've got guns. Big guns, right, Brick?
Bring them on.
And I did kill an outdweller with my bare hands.
Yeah, but that one was chained, domesticated, and starved, Arlo, not to mention alone.
But I did kill him.
I understand your concerns about these creatures, okay? But the bottom line is, we have to fight them here, now, on our terms, instead of fighting them later on their own terms. That could be in our cities or our streets.
You can count me out.
The president has already guaranteed congressional medals of freedom to anyone who will participate in this venture.
But you can count me in.
If you can go home with this knowledge, then that means you can take us back home too, right?
I am prepared to do so. Absolutely. The quantum transition process can be reversed.
How?
With this breakthrough I engineered, these are telemeters, or more appropriately, quantum stabilizers. They can each be used precisely once. I brought 8 of them, 1 for each of you, and 1 for an outdweller.
They can transport us home?
They can transport us to 2026. They're a modification of the fail-safe recall technology that was implanted in Theresa.
My subcutaneous failsafe recall malfunctioned.
These are foolproof.
That sounds familiar.
And if something should go wrong, do you have an escape strategy?
Absolutely. If we can't control the outdwellers, I'm prepared to send all of us home in a heartbeat.
But there's no reason for all of us to stay, is there? I mean, I'll stay to help you in any way I can, but Astrid and the others are civilians. You could send them home now.
I am open to that notion, but the thing is, we don't know what drew the outdwellers here. One of you, or all of you, could provide the key to that information.
Well, let's get to the interviews then. I want to go home, even if it is 2026.
There's one other matter of import that we must discuss. The quantum sphere is basically a series of alternate realities stacked upon one another like a deck of cards.
Yeah, we've already heard that.
Then hear this. Within 48 hours, a rather sizable quantum reality, codenamed 426LV, will occlude our transit trajectory. Sort of like a quantum eclipse.
So if we don't leave by then?
If we don't take this opportunity, it may be years or never. All right, who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, Mr. Crabtree, come with me.
Well, Bill doesn't seem to have any problem signing on for this mission.
It's family. That's important to Bill. You understand. You mentioned you had a little brother once.
I did. Joshua. I miss him. Leaving home and getting away from Father was so hard because I couldn't take Josh. I feel like I escaped and left him behind.
You can think of me as your little brother if that makes it better.
Thanks, Arlo.
It is strange sensing Bill and Sam side by side. Their thought processes are strikingly similar. And yet,
There are huge differences.
precisely, Bill is confident in his knowledge and emotionally stable in a way that Sam is not. Sam still has things to prove, especially to Bill.
In my book, that makes him very dangerous.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You're the psychic, can't you tell?
Your thoughts are unusually disorganized today. Your mind is elsewhere.
Well, I don't know what either one of you are thinking, so if you wouldn't mind telling me.
Sorry. One of us should get our hands on those telemeters, sooner rather than later.
I would like evidence that they do what he says they can.
Only one problem. How do we get one? I mean, I don't think he's just going to fork them over.
Leave that to me.
What was your first indication the outdwellers had arrived?
Sound, like a hunting horn. It was dissonant, eerie. Then there was light.
Tell me exactly what you sensed.
At first, only darkness, emptiness, and then an insatiable avarice, a burning, unquenchable desire to be inside with us, to consume energy, light, food, life, everything. They are devourers, bereft of all humanity, spirituality, morality.
Were you scared?
Hell yeah, I was scared. I didn't know if this was going to be it.
You believe you know what attracted the outdwellers?
I thought that the outdwellers had come to punish me for stabbing Bill, that my actions had somehow summoned them.
What did you see in the attic?
The last outdweller. And then there was this pop of energy, and it was gone. Like the house had absorbed it or destroyed it with antibodies or something.
Face the window. Describe it.
There was no expression. The eyes looked through me, beyond me, as if my very personhood was unimportant, irrelevant in the face of their hunger.
You stabbed my brother. The spilling of his blood preceded their arrival?
Yeah, I was afraid the outdwellers had somehow smelled the blood, had developed a taste for it.
God, that really does taste like crap.
Believe it or not, that's the good stuff.
I like it. It's bracing.
Sam, can we talk?
Yeah, what's on your mind, bro?
This mission. Are you sure you thought this through? All the ramifications?
Command has made the decision. They consider this a slam dunk.
It seems to me that attracting the outdwellers is a surefire way of inviting disaster.
It's a matter of our species' survival. Do I need to remind you that as a still active employee of the DoD, you are obliged to follow my orders?
You don't need to pull rank on me. I'm not going to leave my little brother high and dry with those things out there. I just don't want to see you fail.
Is that it? Or is it you can't stand to see me succeed? That the legendary draftsman of Project Habitat can't stand it for his little brother to have the spotlight for 1 minute?
I've always taken great pride in your accomplishments, Sam.
With that colossal ego of yours, who would have known it? Do you know what it's like living in your shadow with the great William T. Clark, all-rounder and Renaissance man?
That's how you feel, then why did you follow me to the same university, into service, to the Pentagon? Why are you always riding my coattails?
Because I belong in those places too. Just because you got there first doesn't mean that you own them. You just can't stand that I might achieve something that the great Bill Clark can't. Your reservations about this mission, they're about me, aren't they?
You're only going to succeed in the death of my friends if you're not very, very careful. Now again, I'm asking you, send them home, now.
No, I'm not done using them. And I need to know that the hero of Kandahar is going to have my back when the going gets tough.
Sam,
Forget it.
I'll always have your back.
So we heard the buggers in here, tag one with a telemeter, and that's all she wrote?
That's the plan. But first we gotta figure out how to get them in here.
That's your show, boss. You're a science guy.
Well, Arlo insists they're attracted to human blood. So logically, we need to find some human blood.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but...
Building a better mousetrap?
Yeah, if we can figure out what to use for cheese.
Could you lose the grunt a minute?
Why?
I thought we'd talk.
Boss clock's ticking. We're T-minus 40 hours.
That's right, sir. Just give us a little time. On your way.
I was thinking about what you said earlier, upstairs.
Oh, really? Which part?
The part about you being the next best thing.
Is that so?
I won't waste my time or yours with games. I know we don't have time for pleasantries. If you want me, just say so.
I only have one question. What's it gonna cost me?
We'll work something out.
You know, it's tempting, but I don't think so. You see, in my reality, Francis Mayhaven is a shriveled up old nutcase. Tired, crazy, barren. I don't think I could get it up for that. Maybe you could pay me.
You bastard!
We're gonna have to get a telemeter somewhere else, honey.
The hell is this?
Your girlfriend here? She tried to seduce me. I told you, trash.
Astrid?
It's not what it looks like. I just wanted...
A telemeter. And you wouldn't believe what she was gonna do to get her greedy little paws on one. I guess all she really does care about is herself and getting home. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll leave you two lovebirds.
Sam, were you gonna...
I wasn't gonna do anything. Except try to get my hands on one of those telemeters. He's lying. Well, exaggerating.
Do you want to sleep with every man but me? First Travis and now Sam?
No.
Stop! I don't want to hear it. You tried to seduce my brother. I swear to God I don't understand you.
It's not hard to understand me. At least if you didn't always have your head up your ass.
I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing here, but you best stop it. Don't ask me to choose between you and Sam because you'll lose every time.
I don't rate anywhere when it comes to your family. I get it. You remind me of that every day. It really makes a girl feel loved. To hell with you.
Little Arlo likes to play with knives, doesn't he? You stabbed my brother. You could have killed him. Look at him.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Prick. Cut him.
No, look. I said I'm sorry.
Time to give the rats their cheese. please.
Listen to me, you can't do that. Astrid's gonna be pissed.
Please, for the sake of your country, I'm just asking you, don't do this,
Look,
okay?
Arlo's annoying as hell, but he's harmless. Now make nice and let him out. Arlo, I'm gonna let you out. What the hell are you doing? You can't do this to me. I'm the Solicitor General. I have rights.
Sir? Executive Order 942732, subsection 42. In instances of national security, the Department of Defense can suspend civil rights indefinitely. Put him in there with Arlo.
I'm gonna sue your ass.
Tell that to the boogeyman.
Are you prepared?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Are you okay?
I'm controlling my apprehension. Control your thoughts, Astrid. Remember, even in its diminished functioning, this house reflects our mind states, our subconscious.
You mean you don't want me to manifest what I'm thinking if it's something bad?
Precisely.
Well, continue at your own risk, Kimo-sabi, because I'm not exactly known for my mental discipline.
Empty your thoughts. Let go of the past. Release all anticipation of the future. Dwell only in the eternal moment of now. Are you at peace?
Yes.
Then I need you to go back. Back to the moment when we left the house, before we stepped into the fog. Can you do that?
Yes.
Tell me what you see.
Jesus, I'm freaked. So this is really it?
Further ahead now. I have left you. You and Bill remain in the foyer.
Astrid.
Further ahead. You approach the swirling mist. You enter it. What do you see? Astrid, what do you see? What lies beyond the mist?
Outdwellers.